Hello everyone, this is Running on Empty Food Review. Well, hello ladies, gentlemen, and everyone watching. Welcome to this newest review, this newest, of course, edition and installment of the Running on Empty Food Review series. This is a big day. This is massive. So massive, as a matter of fact, I am breaking tradition. You can see this shirt that I am wearing doesn't have a pocket. No pens today, because this is massive. This is a massive adjustment, maybe a massive improvement or massive, decline. I mean, we'll find out, right? But Taco Bell re-released a classic signature item with one major adjustment. I know everyone right now is getting their hopes up that the tacos Scarpariello are finally back. Unfortunately, they're not, but we'll keep our fingers crossed that one day they will be. But this is even better. This is even better. I'm just psyching myself up, Taco Bell has brought back the Quesalupa. This was originally released in 2016. It's a crispy, double-layered chalupa shell. It's my bad for my handwriting. It's a crispy, double-layered chalupa shell with cheese between the layers. You have a chalupa. The cheesiness of a quesadilla. What happens when you combine them both? Nuclear fusion. In between these layers, you have melted pepper jack cheese and mozzarella cheese. Likewise, you have seasoned beef inside. You'll see it, of course, better than I'm explaining it. Lettuce, shredded cheddar cheese, tomatoes, and sour cream. But there's one major change that we need to let you all know about. There's 50% more cheese. I remember that review in 2016, I guess it was. It was a fateful day, let me tell you. It was a fateful day. I enjoyed it, to my recollection. I remember then, though, I was sitting in the car trying this out. The cheese was, it was already very cheesy. The cheese was rolling down my chin. I was sitting there and I was saying, no more. No more. But there's 50% more this time around. But might be good, Might be a good adjustment, maybe too much of a good thing, I don't know. The Quesalupa is back, though. Lots of folks are excited about it. We have these stickers here on the bag, sealed for me. And inside, we have these napkins. You can tell I had a lot of caffeine before I turned the camera on today. We have ourselves a Quesalupa. Wow, a Quesalupa. Look at that. We were talking about nuclear fusion. That's why it's in this. It protects from the, the radiation, etc. Oh my goodness. Wow. Look at what we have here. It's in the chalupa, the Quesalupa. The Quesalupa carrier. Look at that. And the logo. Oh my gosh, this is insane. This is incredible. Look at that. And that piece of lettuce just sticking out right there. Oh my goodness, this couldn't get any better if you even tried. Well, let's get a thumbnail here. Here we go. How about this? Say something to this extent anyway. We'll do that. Sometimes, you see how I got the shadow there? Sometimes I just try to get things a little adjusted. Yeah, I'll get this maybe. Either way, I'm sure I'll get a thumbnail out of this at some point. But you see, there's that shell. There's the seasoned beef. You can see all the so-called good stuff that occurs in this divide right there. But it's supposed to be extra cheesy chalupa. Quesalupa. I keep calling it a chalupa, you know, because that's one thing I'm used to sometimes getting there, but a quesalupa. All right, you know what's in it. I know what's in it. I think you got a good look at it. And then, of course, now I will put this inside me, you know, by eating it. And we'll see how it tastes. So let's try this out. The quesalupa from Taco Bell going in. I hope all the North American viewers are enjoying the daylight saving time. Two more bites. Now let's try to focus it in here. Sometimes I've had disaster lately with the camera. Every time I touch the thing, it falls over. So there's a cross-section of it. Let me ask you this. All right. What do you notice about this? Quesalupa, quesadilla. There's cheese in the quesadilla, right? It's a cheesy quesalupa with 50% more cheese. Melted pepper jack, mozzarella cheese. What do you notice? No, yeah, that I have hands, that's true. But what I was trying to get at is the fact that, does it look all that cheesy to you? You know, does it? Doesn't particularly look exceptionally cheesy to me. As a matter of fact, this was a bit, maybe a fortuitous sign, I don't really know. I don't go crazy with the things that are incredibly cheesy. Now, yeah, a little cheese is all right here and there, you know, a nice cheeseburger, a cheesy pizza, some cheese on a taco, etc. I try to be impartial when I do these reviews, and I try to say, well, you know what it is, we'll just try it. But me personally, I just don't like things that are absolutely smothered in cheese. Now, when I saw the marketing, when I heard about this, I thought, oh, this is going to be one of those items. You know, you think it's going to have so much cheese on it. They're talking about it. I mean, it's like 50% more, right? It's got to be real cheesy. But on this occasion, I'm sitting here, I'm eating it, and I'm thinking, well, personally, I'm enjoying this. Because as I just established, I don't like things that are like insanely cheesy. Sitting there saying, yeah, this is actually pretty good, but it's, well, I thought it would be cheesier than this, considering. To me, it feels as though they almost said, maybe there's like a error in communication or something, and the guy making this, 50% less cheese, you know? It's very strange. This has 50% more cheese than what did the original have? This seems to me like it has 50% less cheese. I mean, again, I suppose there is some cheese like that might be a little more solid between these layers, but it doesn't really seem like it's all that incredible. As a matter of fact, first and foremost, let's just say taste-wise, I think it tastes fine. I mean, I like it. Truth be told, shoot, I would get this again. I really would. I like it. This is like all me. It's not overwhelmingly cheesy. There's actually a decent amount of the seasoned beef for once. You actually see there's actually a decent amount. It's flavorful. That sour cream is certainly there, but it's not overbearing or overwhelming. That kind of, I don't really need any sauce on this, as a matter of fact. That works real nice. You know, you have the tomatoes there, which It's the Taco Bell quality, but I must say, they're still pretty fresh and juicy. Nice, the lettuce is there. Certainly fills its purpose, but you have this crisp freshness of all of that. The beef, again, is good. And it's not overwhelmingly cheesy. I could actually taste a little bit of that pepper jack cheese, which is pretty cool, but it's just not as cheesy as I thought it would be. Again, I think this is fantastic. This is how I would get it if I weren't reviewing it. But I think people want to get this quesalupa. They want it to be real cheesy. They want a lot of cheese on it, and they're kind of hoping that this is like going to be real. I was saying real cheesy. I almost knocked my glass off the table. But like if we pull this back and let's do some chalupa, well, not exhumation, but just dissection. You can see pulling this back, there's not really much cheese there at all. Not a ton of cheese on that layer there. If anything, barely any. Again, you can see a little bit of cheese right there, but not a ton. So I think I've established this, and maybe it's just the one that I got. But I think some folks will have a problem with the fact that it's not as cheesy as they would have hoped. They're just looking forward to a real cheesy, cheese-laden, cheese-ridden, cheesy quesalupa. I think it's fine as it is, but I think, again, some people want more of that cheese, as they say. And I think I've established that. Now, the price for this, by the way, was anywhere from $2.99 to $4. I got mine, actually, $3. It's affordable, good portion size, and again, it tastes pretty good. So, here's what I have to say. This is actually very similar to the Burger King thing that I tried last time. I thought it was a delicious sandwich, but it wasn't necessarily true to its name. This is kind of funny. This is excellent. There is a little bit of cheese to it, though, for sure. But I think some folks would expect more cheese to it. Maybe the one you get will have more cheese. I don't know. But resultantly, I'm going to be giving this a 7 out of 10. Because, again, I really can't find anything to truly nitpick, aside from the fact that there's just a little less cheese than I would have hoped. But, there obviously is some cheese. So bear that in mind. Your mileage may vary. I think it's pretty good. I think it tastes good. It's flavorful. You might enjoy it. Especially those of you that may not like a ton of cheese. I think you'll really like this. Maybe one thing, if you really want that cheesy experience, get it as for extra cheese. But I think it's okay as is. That's just one thing that I think they could have improved upon, but a good item otherwise. And with that, that's all that I have for you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, the Report of the Week, and today we tried out the Quesalupa from Taco Bell. Thank you and take care.